Hello, and thanks for listening to the audio version of my blog. This week is an important week, so much so that after nearly 150 posts over more than 4 years, I'm tweaking my title to, spoiler alert, Off-Grid and Open in Portugal. Yes, there's been progress, reflected in what I'm calling this week's dispatch. We've done it. Introducing Licensed Tourism Property number 12511. Well, that was easy. After months of waiting and hoping and begging and pushing, of sleepless nights and stressful days, our reaction was understated when the email came through. We'd roped in a trade organisation to help us bother and worry the town hall decision makers, and we were told everything seemed on track and the decision would be delivered on Friday or Monday. Friday nervously came and went as a warning that unrequited expectations can put quite the cloud over a weekend. But on Monday morning, the letter from our local câmara or town hall dropped into our inbox, and as usual was written in a way that needed translation, interpretation, further consideration and expert reassurance before we could believe what we thought we could see. Regarding the above-mentioned matter, and for all due effects, I am obliged by order of the Councilor, dated March 14th, 2025. Yes, do go on. After a classification audit, a copy of report number 25/25, of which is attached. Yes. To inform your excellency, yes, that's definitely me, that the tourist enterprise called Val das Estrelas meets the conditions to be classified as tourism in rural areas. Country houses! No need to shout. Wait, what? So that's it then? Has anything else been slipped into the 5 pages of ifs and buts that says in some convoluted way how this will only come to pass after we've provided X and Y additional documents? No? Really? Okay. In this way, played out in real time, was the anatomy of an anticlimax. The number, we both remembered. Now we need the number. We'd like to think we're not just a number, but in terms of opening to the general public, of getting the quantity of people through the door we need to pay back our loans and pay staff we haven't yet got, everything is about the tourism number. We are just a number. How many weeks, we wondered, would it take to get that? Monday afternoon was rainy and not packed with optimism as we dived into the Turismo de Portugal online portal and started filling things in. We called a few times for guidance, and a woman called Maria João picked up pretty much straight away, every time. But the last call irritated her. Yes, of course, she said sternly. But we repeated the question anyway. So that's our number, our actual tourism number? The number we need to open to the public, to list on Airbnb, to run our business? Yes, of course. Is there anything else? There wasn't. There was just a number. 12511. Not the snappiest, nor the most symmetrical, but it was ours, and it was beautiful. Our own number. Finally licensed to bill. We reached for the champagne, as we had some other numbers to celebrate. It was St. Patrick's Day, and the 15th anniversary of Anna and I getting together. 12511. 17/3/2010. 15. Pink Portuguese espumante. Nice. And then the work began. It's been a stormy March here in Portugal, and we've been using the time to get our new website firmly under construction. As 4 named storms pommeled the Portuguese coast, we've been pulling together years of photographs and months of thoughts and ideas about how to best describe our property and do it justice. As I said just last month, all we've got to do now is make sure all those people who will love the calm, the serenity, and the undiscovered beauty of this place will find us. As storms Jana, Conrad, Lawrence, and Martinho rattled our windows, scared our dogs, tested our dams, filled our water tanks to overflowing, and gorged out a river down our valley, which you might be able to hear in the background with the birds, we sent word files full of copy and folders packed with pictures to Guest-Centric's designers. They are a website and booking engine company for small hoteliers like us. I like the sound of that, and will hopefully take the pain out of listing properties, prevent double bookings, and encourage as many direct inquiries as possible. But while they work away finessing and fine-tuning, we plunge straight into what is the hell of Airbnb and Booking.com profiles to put ourselves out there ASAP. That was a frustrating couple of rainy days in our life that neither of us will ever get back. Why is adding photos to room profiles so difficult? How do we navigate the different included or excluded fees and taxes to set prices that match our expectations but aren't too much for the visiting public? Why are there so many sections that need to be filled in? As the squalls of heavy showers are becoming more scattered and infrequent, the sun is shining through, literally and figuratively, as our room profiles have gone live. So now we have, finally, links to our Airbnb and Booking.com profiles. Spread the love, my friends. Please, spread the love. Links, as always, on the website, off-grid and open in Portugal. I do like the sound of that too. Back to the weather, and it really has been quite remarkable. We always say we never complain about rain as we need all the water we can get. But I have an admission to make. Enough already. I know the aquifers continue to love it, and although the massive Alcava reservoir was half a metre from being full a week ago, our local reservoir, Santa Clara, is still only at 55%, and it would really help our region if it filled up. 4 major storm depressions in March is a first, and although the rainfall hasn't overtaken levels of 2018, the year 2000, or the more historical averages, there have been 100-mile-an-hour winds along the west coast and quite a bit of damage caused in Lisbon. There are trees up and flood damage all around our region too. Unusual but not unprecedented is how the Portuguese Institute of the Sea and Atmosphere, or IPMA, is quoted by Portugal Decoded. It's a great news site in English, which I'd heartily recommend. They have an obsession about making a carefully crafted infographic every week. And who doesn't love an infographic? There's a link to that online too. The winter weather has certainly become a personal obsession, as we need to balance our power use on those rare weeks when sunshine is at a premium. And so we keep a close eye on the apps. Weather Underground and VentureSky are my go-tos. And I learnt early on that it's the Azores high which is the most important influence on the Iberian Peninsula. When it's a little weaker and further away from the Iberian Peninsula, as it has been this year, some of Britain's weather ends up here. Imagine. Rising ocean surface temperature suggests climate change may be playing a role, Portugal Decoded add, with North Atlantic sea temperatures 3 or 4 degrees Celsius above average in places. But proper spring is now most certainly on the near horizon, as you can hear from the birds tweeting in the trees around me. Despite the high winds, the cuckoo is back, although it just stopped when I started recording, probably because I'm making too much noise. Somehow it made it through Storm Martinho, I'm not entirely sure how, and I did hear a nightingale here the other day, I'm sure of it. The medium-range forecasts are no longer packed with precipitation, and the temperatures are going up into the 20s Celsius next weekend. Whew. As soon as the rain stops and the temperatures soar, we'll get out planting and prepping the land before the mud turns to concrete, and get started on clearing all the rapidly growing brush to protect us from fire. But the main priority right now as our finances really do reach that pinch point, is we have to learn how to run this place properly and fast. Some of you listening to this dispatch will have followed our progress for years, others a little less, but it's a major milestone to announce we're finally open for business. Thank you for your support, it's really helped. And if you, or anyone you can think of, might like to come and visit and see what all the fuss is about, please share this post and share this blog. I'm pretty sure there'll be plenty more to write about as this journey continues to unfold. Thanks for listening. Check out the website, spread the love, and I'll see you next time.